Good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another sketch session. It is I, your humble host, Shelby, here in the Foxy Studios. This day, January 13th. I got it. January 13th. It is Tuesday, 10 a.m. where I am. I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi on my phone. Whoop. Okay. So now we can get straight to the business of getting some rock studies in. So if you are not familiar, if you are new, we over here, we like to do these sketch sessions Tuesdays through Saturdays, 10 a.m. And I like to, lately, we've been theming every month. And in January, we're studying rocks, cliff faces, boulders, big old rocks. And that has been our purpose. Let me go get the roll for inspiration sheet up so that we can roll for said inspiration. Oh, everything is off. Logged out. I have to get myself back into it. Okay, hold on. Give me rocks. Okay, here we go. So I like what we did last couple times, which was rolling 2 d20s. Well, I'll get that later. Something fell. Rolling 2 d20s for this d20 table and just picking the one that I like the best. So here's what we've done recently. Hello, Linda. Going over here, over here. Yes. I have a little fiddling to do with the camera. Give me a second. Make that a big old 0. And then let's make this a little bit smaller and a little bit further up. Ooh, right about there ought to do the trick. Good morning, Ellen. Good morning, Linda. I know I said good morning already, but just to round it out. All right, so still going to zoom out a little. There we go. So here's this rock cluster that I started to go and add pen lines for the darker cracks, just like you suggested, Linda, and I really like it. I just haven't come back and finished. Then we have stacking boulders here, some nice balanced rocks. I like this little scene. This is cool. And we have this mesa scene, which is fine. It's fine. Got our fun pink and blue rock cluster. And we got standing monoliths. I call them standing stones thanks to Outlander. But stone monolith. Love this one. And then most recently, we did some windswept. So again, I like the rocks themselves, but the rest of the scene is kind of boring. So I'd love to see that fixed. Not fixed, but that's something I'm trying to work on, is creating more complete scenes. It's one of the reasons I like this one, because it feels like it's got some kind of setting. This just kind of, it feels like we're on an alien moon or something, which isn't the worst, just, isn't quite, the vibe. Hi there, Frederick. All right, let's tape up some. Well, that's the end of that tape. Okay. Let me grab another roll of tape. Burning through my washi tape. Instead of doing washi tape, maybe I should just do the slightly wider artist tape. Just to, I don't know, have plenty. Okay. How was everyone's weekend? I hope everything was good. Everything was fun. I had like a nice, this isn't even sticky tape. Goodness. I had a fairly relaxing weekend. Did some cooking, did some cleaning, also did some like lounging about. Did a little bit of thrifting. Got some new to me clothes. My pants are currently the part of that haul, that thrift haul. You can't see, but okay, come on now. I also did my nails, which is why I'm currently struggling with this tape. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I did my nails, which they look great, but I slightly pointed them, each one, which is making it kind of hard for me to get into the tape. All right, we've got dice. Busy watching Laurel at the second robotics tournaments in Massachusetts. Very cool. That's awesome. I bet those are so much fun. Ellen, it was cold for you? Yeah, it was fine. The weather was fine for us. All right, we got an 18 and a 19. What do we have here? 18 volcanic plug, 19 C stack. Well, really quick, let's look up. What the heck is a volcanic plug? Volcanic plug. Oh. Okay, hold on. This warrants proper Google search. Volcanic plug. Please. A hard cylindrical column of solidified magma that forms in a volcano's vent, becoming exposed as softer surrounding rock erodes away, leaving a steep, prominent landform like a tower or a spire. Weird. Okay, well, let's look at a quick C stack. Honestly, they're the same thing in different settings. Let's do the volcanic plug. That one's kind of cool. I'll do the stack another time. I like both of them, but the volcanic plug is new to me. And let's lean into that. Today is January 13th, 2026. Hey there. Daring. Hello, welcome to the party. We are painting a volcanic plug or a volcanic neck. Hey there, Willow. Is this the end of creativity? No, there will always, basically, here's why I'm not terribly worried about AI and stuff taking away jobs from artists, is that they simply can't come up with new ideas. They can only create some total average. And, as that becomes more common and a cheap cost-cutting measure by companies, artists who are real people are going to be in much higher demand, or higher, maybe not higher demand, but are going to be paid better. I feel like people are going to really value that handmade touch. Okay, you have a volcanic plug where you are, Ellen? That's so cool. They look really, really intense. Wow, okay. Let's Let's do this thing. I'm going to go for a really dramatic angle. I'm going to try to. And, okay, let me try that again. Ah, throwing my pencil. Okay, that's enough to get us started. Kind of the most, or not the most interesting colors, I'll say. Most of New Mexico has volcanic features. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew it had mountains and such. Just grabbing some color that's already in my palette for a kind of steely blue-gray wash. All right. Base wash down. Ah, yeah, I gotta water my watercolors. Okay. Let's get some Payne's Gray on the move. Hey there, Nunu. Nellie, sorry, Nellie. Hello, welcome. Nellie, that's a nice name. Right now, I am doing a quick study of something called a volcanic plug, which is a rock formation that's made when the magma inside a volcano, the very top of it, dries and hardens, and that's all that's left whenever the volcano starts to kind of like crumble away. It's kind of like, if you ever have it where you're like a lotion bottle or a like a face wash or something gets that like little dried plug on there. It's the rock version of that. Basically, it's a cork. Okay, let's do a little bit of, I don't know, trees. Oh, rock on, Bobby. That's a fun way to keep little bits of the acrylic that you use. Hey there, Bobby. Not Bobby, Bobby. Uh, this is a volcanic plug. I just learned about this. Now I'm telling everyone. Look, let me tell you this thing I learned. A volcanic plug is a rock formation that's formed in the neck of a volcano once the volcano is kind of done being a volcano. It's like leaving the cork behind. Thanks for stopping in, Nellie. All right. Let's get some nice gray. I'm going to add a tinge of purple just for funsies, just because. Into this Payne's gray, get it a little bit more purplish. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Nellie. All right. Take another look at this thing. Okay, so it does start to get a little bit of vegetation. Okay. Wonder if I should wait to add more to this thing, or if I should like until it's dry, or if I can just plow right ahead. I think I'm going to try the plowing right ahead method. Hmm. Let's dry this and bring it to the next step, shall we? I'm curious. I just grabbed my watercolor pencils. I'm gonna try adding just a little bit with this and just kind of see how it goes. Okay, very blue, very blue. Adding a little bit of black also. Let's see, is there a better, more suitable color? Like a dark green. That's not quite what I'm going for either. Hey there, Betty. Welcome. I think I'm starting to tear up the paper a little bit. I am going to dry this. We're going to dry this and then do the next thing. Okay. Now, let's increase the shadows, the overall shadows. To bookmark and follow. Thumbs up, yeah. That's funny, Bobby. Okay, so that's okay. Let's see if we can do anything else. Spruce it up a little bit. I'm going to grab my sponge here. Actually, I'm going to grab this one. I like the texture better. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's adding a little bit. That nice rocky look. Thank you, Bobby. Okay, now let's do just a little bit more for these trees. I don't feel satisfied. Actually, ooh, you know what would be fun? Let me look up. Awesome. All right, let's do a quick little. Let me get a smaller brush. You're still too big. Even smaller. Teeny tiny. What size are you? It's just a zero size. let's just do a little bit of like a vulture flying overhead. Okay, that's neat. Thanks, Linda. And Bobby, and Daring, and all of you. You guys rock. Haha, rock. Get it? Thank you, Star. Thank you very much. Okay, let's do just a little bit more for these trees, and then I think I'm good to call it a day. What paints do I use? Generally, I'm using watercolors. Specifically, I'm using a variety of brands from Daniel Smith. I have Daniel Smith, Sennelier, and Core, Qor. My pleasure. thank you, Maddie. I gotta say, these trees are turning out a little bit better than expected. Okay, I like that, right there. I feel like that's a really nice study of a volcanic plug. I am pleased. And I feel like the pencils, the watercolor pencils, did some good stuff. They did some work in there. Okay, well, let's peel that tape. That's everyone's favorite part. It's my favorite part. I'm just saying. All right. Practice did definitely help with the trees. You're absolutely right, Bobby. We did spend all of December looking at tree studies. All right. Bada boom. That's a volcanic plug. We've learned something today. I've learned something. You guys may have already known. Especially you, Ellen. If you've actually hiked a volcanic plug. I bet they're cool. All right. I'm going to leave it here. This was really fun. Thank you, everyone, for joining me this sketch session. Appreciate it. Oh, before I go, let me just take a photo. Clean off my little screen, or my lens. Awesome. And now I'm going to post that on the Fox Den in the discussions channel. There's a sketch session thread over there. All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate it, Daring. Well, I am going to hop off now, but I will see you all tomorrow for the next sketch session. And that's it. All right, everybody, have a great day. I'll see you later. Okay, bye.